Can you believe it's been almost a full 2 years since something we had never heard of, COVID-19, became a global pandemic, and what a journey we have had since then. Masks, vaccines, and variants, Delta and Omicron, and then, of course, this awkward pandemic limbo we all find ourselves in right now. It seems like half of the world has already stepped outside of the COVID box, and the other half isn't ready to make that jump. That is the dilemma that hospitals across the country are dealing with right now, juggling between moving to this so-called endemic stage while getting a daily dose of reminders that the virus for some is still very serious. Inside the COVID unit at Meredith Medical Center, patient Bill Wolfinger knows that we are not in the clear of COVID-19.
This whole COVID thing hit me like a ton of bricks.
Bill tested positive for the virus 10 days ago, and he's been in the hospital ever since. We had the chance to speak with him over the phone through a window, looking into his room.
COVID is just horrible. It just knocks you down. I mean, it just flat out knocks you down.
Bill was only one of the roughly 670 patients who are being hospitalized for COVID-19 in the state. In fact, according to Governor Larry Hogan, Maryland is doing better than the entire country when it comes to the state's positivity and case rates. Overall, the number of residents needing hospital care for the virus down over 80%. A promising trend, but for the team at Meredith, it does not come with letting the guard down. Safety comes first here in the COVID unit at Meredith Medical Center. On the green side of the tape there, it's the clean zone. COVID-19 has been disinfected off of all of the surfaces. On the red side, it's the hot zone. Nurses like Shannon here have to dress up in PPE at least 100 times a day to treat their patients. For the nurses on the front lines, it's like a COVID deja vu.
I mean, my patient here, she's on 50 liters of oxygen. Patients all over, they're just maxed out on everything. So you just want the world to know that it's not over.
For COVID, it has proved time and time again that for every 2 steps we make in progress, it comes up with 3 or 4 steps back, and really puts us back to rethinking the treatment of the patient.
Still, leadership at Meredith thinks that with the numbers looking better every day, the wheels back to normalcy can be set in motion again.
The pandemic has taken such a toll, and at some point, we have to learn to live with it. And that's where we're at now. This pandemic is moving slowly to an endemic.
That's why, effective this week, 2 family members or friends can now visit a COVID patient at the same time. As for Bill, it's been a very long 10 days.
I can't describe it other than the fact that it sucks. You just get into this funk, and you have to kind of fight to stay out of it as much as you can. And I've done the best I can, I guess. Could have been better, I suppose.
And it appears Bill has done the best he can, making his way out of the COVID unit and into rehab.
Bye.
A sign of hope in what's potentially the last chapter of this pandemic. Our thanks to the entire Meredith team there for giving us that special access. By the way, Dr. Joshi cleared up the confusion when it comes to pandemic versus endemic. The biggest thing he wants us all to remember, endemic does not mean an end to COVID-19. Take a listen.
So from the public health world, pandemic is exactly what we've lived. COVID-19 spreading fast throughout the world. Endemic means it's still around, but it's manageable. The flu is an example of endemic, right? It's here, it's going to always be here, but we're able to, through vaccinations and everything we're doing, manage it.